Hello viewers, I'm SB and welcome back to 2 Point Museum, where we're picking right up from last time here and just desperately trying to stuff our museum with so much knowledge that people can't leave without absorbing it all. That's not a real strategy, I don't know, but the number keeps ticking up slowly.
Yes, even by my lofty, unflinching standards. Today, I am...
What other stuff can we do to improve the amount of knowledge in this museum? We could go get... No, this thing, the smaller dragon statue only has one max knowledge, right?
We'll be talking to Professor Curly
Okay,
Mouse.
we can go get the rest of that thing at least. How many points of knowledge does this have available? Actually, so we should probably produce 2 more plant camouflage. I hate when I'm trying to do stuff and the game's like, here's 15 pop-ups. I didn't even read those. I hope they weren't important. They totally might have been. I don't know. But after we finish, actually like taking this place over, we can, or after we finish building the skeleton, we can go back, get 2 more skeleton pieces and throw them in the knowledge machine. So we're gonna make it speedy. We're gonna send Timmy. We're gonna send people, Jezebel and Sally. And we're gonna not let anyone get eaten by a plant. That's my brilliant plan. That's my take on things.
Obviously.
Do we want to send people back to here? Well, we need more plant stuff. We don't have any additional plant camouflage at the moment. But yeah, there are a lot of like early fossil types that we must have a bunch of knowledge on, right? Like the things that come from the greasy fields. Maybe we'd send a single person out to the greasy fields and find out.
May taste cheap, and that's because it is.
Yeah, well, this is a 2 of 2 already. I guess that's, yeah, the one downside is that we have one of those things already and a copy would be useless. But I doubt, that's not like a huge problem. I'm being a little cagey with Darwin Charleston's training because I really don't feel like I know what we might need. I don't want to train in something and then find out that, oops, it would have been better to go a different way. And it's not holding us up on anything right now. Okay, 2 of 3. I mean, I'll just send him back there again when he lands. We got room for a little fossil set up in the front room here. Yeah, it's a journal, I guess.
Requires assistance from assistant. Thank you.
We should set out this
Please join me in saying
relatively
farewell to the
valuable
expedition.
helix fossil here.
They may never come back.
Is this plant hanging from the ceiling? Okay, yes, that's not a collision blocker. I was going to say, how are people supposed to walk through here? Wow, that's remarkable. Okay, so apparently I do need to... I cannot trust that he will get things right. That's cool. We'll throw this one in the knowledge of fire and we'll get another one. All right, you got it as you want it. We'll do it in the slow way. 14 entire days. What a grueling trek. I feel bad for some of our expeditioneers. All right, the rest of that dinosaur. The signature skull of the Tyrannosaurus Rex. You remember when they were saying some dinosaurs have parts that are mix and match?
Problems are reminded to resist the urge. You're doing so well.
It's just that's the thing that makes me think of is all. All right, and then we plan another expedition right back there. Let's get the other 2 points of knowledge off of this thing. Not leaving us with a lot of people to do donation collection, but I guess it's fine.
Announcement. The expedition team are in a rush. Get out of their way.
Our museum rating is pushed all the way up into the 40s.
Pristine exhibits will receive the same treatment as everyone else.
Okay, that's maxed out, which is nice. I should be making sure these things have their buzz bonuses met and everything. It looks like they do. I built the last plant camouflage. Yeah, I should have thought of this as like a really quick and easy way to add a bunch of knowledge to the front room.
expedition team leaving for thorough investigation. They may be some time.
Although again, you know, they're in situations where it's hard to say necessarily whether or not they'll even go over there and look at these. As your team carries its prized find through the jungle, several members of the team are struck by a crippling hunger, and they will not shut up about it. Do not break out the cheesy gubbins in the jungle. You will be pursued by creatures. The crew make it back, but now with a hunger that may never fade. They're different now, and they will be eating accordingly. That's fine. Something to be... There's a metaphor in there somewhere about the people who went to the jungle seeking treasures to bring back home to display for money, and how they became so consumed by their gluttony, something.
Low prices. It's the gift that keeps on gifting.
Here's the thing. We all get it. We know we're not the good guys in this story. We have British accents. How could... You know? The one we got was already a
Please excuse
pristine,
the
so this one will go in the burner once we have the burner available again. And I guess I don't want to do this other thing until the burner's available, because we don't want to collapse 2 pieces of the Tyrannosaurus Rex into a single skeleton. Okay, so we're waiting on that. I mean, the guests, the thing's rising faster. It certainly is. We are getting something done. Things are getting accomplished. But unfortunately, it's just not quite fast enough. I might feel better if we like put this stuff over here. This thing is it's blocking so much of the way, you know?
Definitely.
Okay.
Analysis complete. Learn anything good?
We learned about the Unihornus mural. That's curious. That's a curious thing. Alright. Put this in there. And then at this point, we can go ahead and send out the next expedition. Jezebel and whoever else is on. Yep, that'll work. Right, no, sorry. Man-eating plant camouflage. For a reason. Gotta remember, really good reason. All right, I wonder if the thing to do here isn't just to like send a fast forward, because I can keep improving the museum, but I don't know how much faster this is going to get. Again, due to
Required on exhibit.
guests potentially interacting with, you know, choosing to interact or not interact with things, sort of like on their own. So fossil. Oh, you're not. Oh, right, because you require some weird thing. Fossil. I mean, I could do a little tour through here and just not include the stone stereo because it is of a different type. It would break cohesion a little bit. I guess I probably would want like one more thing before doing that. Is there more coming out of this site? No. We could get a honeyed bee, but that is a different different category already. Dinosaur bones. Alternate yesterday man is a fossil. Wait, alternate yesterday man is over there, right?
Where we look out the window and say, hey,
Yeah.
what's going on over there?
So actually, no, we don't have a starfish. We have 3 things, including him, but we totally don't have the starfish. So I should keep doing this. There is one we are missing.
Tabitha Winsock is in hot water after it was reported that she spent funds raised to repair the old Smokeley Bridge on a personal bath and spa system. She since invited all Smokeley residents for a
Look at
dip.
them. Look at these professors doing their absolute best to spread knowledge to those around them.
Not a resolution.
They just want everybody to know.
If you're desperate for the toilet, it could be worse. You could have gone already.
You know, she's got a point. So I'm kind of like nervous about pulling this out of here until that's done.
Something special.
And I thought it was going to be no problem, but the analysis hasn't even started yet. Okay, well, we did get the honeyed bee, and I'm not like the least excited about that, but it's not the one I was hoping for, I'll tell you that.
Announcement. An exhibit needs restoring.
I think we can definitely get rid of some of this stuff. Yo, what's up, Rosie Rocket there? Robbery Goblin. Excuse me. Your job is to do battle with this robbery goblin. Okay, now that the Tyrannosaurus Rex has been removed, we can unbox the other one and not have to worry about them merging. So that we can throw that one on the thing as well. Even more knowledge for all of the guests. There are things out there. Things that must be known. Here, it's your turn to do this. Go find me
Exhausting
an appropriate
expeditions
object.
may be exhausting.
I can't believe they just call themselves robbery goblins. That seems lazy, right? I'm not saying it's a bad name. And I guess there's something to, you know, just being straightforward about your deal and what you are. But yeah, lazy. Robbery goblin. So we could pull some more plants for the botany part of the exhibit, I suppose. I think we actually do have a reasonable amount of knowledge about these. I mean, heck, let's try it, right? And a security guard who should be at least level 5, and it kind of doesn't matter what other qualities they have. Don't send people who are currently engaged in criminal pursuit. I guess go ahead and send a survey scanner. It feels like a terrible waste. But yeah, getting the illness is a little bit of a bummer.
Caught before they could escape with an exhibit. That was a close one.
Okay, they're wrecking up our stands all over the place, but we got people. We do, in fact, have enough staff to deal with these problems. Not to stop the robbery goblins from breaking shit, but to fix the shit after the robbery goblins have broken it. And you know, that's something.
It's no longer presentable.
Alright, show me... Yeah, star, right?
Expedition team.
I started the thing and then I realized I was not 100% sure which exhibit I was looking for. Okay, we can remove this because this one should go right here. Okay, and are we good on Buzz for everything? No, you're missing what? A footprint decal. Also, I guess, like, given how far back that honey thing is set, these should be set further back too. A footprint decal is extremely doable. Okay. And then, yeah, we can set up a tour flow over here if we want. Maybe it'll help direct people to these things that we are actually knowledgeable about. Total buzz, not good. Not good, it turns out. Yeah, and the thing is, these are all 5 of 5 decoration. It's just not enough buzz. It was early game, early in the map stuff, you know? All right, what if we include the other types? The star rating of the tour is the same. And it does get the guests to touch a whole bunch of things that have high knowledge values, which obviously I do like a lot. Yeah, how are the knowledge values on these things? So why are you not... Oh, because you need a cave family diorama, right? The knowledge values on our frozen stuff are like mostly pretty good, but could certainly be fixable. Or it could certainly be fixed up. Could be higher, is my point. Where was the thing? Here it is. So we do still have room for improvement on the ice as well. So it takes double piloting to not fall on your ass. Catherine Maverick could become a double pilot, but oh no, we have Timmy here. And then, I mean, we're gonna get a climbing accident here. That's just kind of gonna be the case. Well, Catherine, bring your totally normal face over here. But this dude is tough as hell. He's unfreezable. Yeah, at this point it doesn't actually matter. We're just gathering ice crystals to throw in the thing. So, speaking of which, can't help but notice that this area does not have very high priority. People are generally not working here. I should probably train somebody in fast analysis. I bet they would tend to do it more if it was the thing they were mechanically specialized in.
Vandals caught vandalizing. We stopped them, obviously.
Alright, Tyrannosaurus Rex has been Improved. Look at that. We hit level 30. And then we're going to throw a helix fossil in there.
Guests are stuck in the museum. Someone should probably help them.
There's no way for guests to be stuck in the museum. That's definitely not true. Yeah, I don't know. Like, I don't want to do a bunch. I was hoping to like catch this all on camera, but to be perfectly honest with you, it does feel like this is just going to take a while to get enough guests who care enough to look at enough exhibits to get their knowledge pushed up.
We'll have you jumping through hoops. But we're here to make sure our sky rays are in reach for everyone. Swindles, it's so easy. It's like you're robbing us.
Let's give everybody a little moment here to sort of recoup and lay out and fix their bladder problems and whatnot.
Have returned. Good for them.
Before we send them back out to do the exact same thing one more time. Because we are going to do the exact same thing one more time. Jammy and antifreeze is really, really powerful. What a good dude. The fact that he'll just take an MIA event off the table no matter what, that makes a huge difference. Alright, I will still bring Timmy, because we're still going to go speedy, so I want to make sure chopper damage is removed as well. And yeah. You know, it's possible that one of these devices might be a thing that compels guests to... Yeah, space wisdom. The theoretical extrapolator, obviously.
Analysis complete.
Let's also knowledge boost it.
Has increased.
All right, well, I'm glad that I put that out there. This one's fabricating little toys. If we had any other knowledge perks, I was prepared to use them there. I think we had knowledged these up a little bit. I am apparently incorrect about that. Do I even want to place this? Do we have room to place this such that I could still... I mean, yeah. Yeah, it should be fine.
Guests are thrilled with the price of the cafe. Should we be happy about that?
Okay. The only thing here is that this is a temperate plant, and so it is going to require a little bit more heat than that. Too hot.
Takes our stuff.
Hold on. What's it? Oh no, it does. It needs hot. It needs hot and humid. So I probably need to put a couple of heaters down then. Yeah, let's go with that. And then it also is going to need a humidifier. Still not all the way to hot. Okay. There we go.
It really is a shambles.
Other things that we might have to Might have to do when we put down another plant in the area. Alright, let's improve the knowledge of this thing. I mean, people gather to see this thing. This gets everybody's attention. It's a big point on the tour. Increasing our knowledge about it can only be a good thing. Unfortunately, that does require people to actually, you know. Also, I probably need this. This one needs to get unclogged pretty quickly. There we go.
Guests needing the toilet are reminded that you'd rather go at home.
All right. I mean, 14. 14 is certainly not nothing. It's not a lot either, critically, but it's not nothing. God, I'm so bad at remembering the numbers that we like just looked at. Donation collection. Sure.
The expedition team are departing now. I'm always so glad that I don't have to go.
So yeah, what I was saying last time is, like, I do wonder a little bit if maybe the best entertainment decision is for me to pause the recording and bring y'all back in here when I have finished. Because I don't know how exciting it is to watch me just sort of like tweak and nudge things while the number goes up 1 point every 15 minutes or whatever.
Thieves have been prevented from escaping. Phew. Expert required to restore exhibit.
Yeah,
You're the expert.
just the waiting. It's driving me a little crazy. We can go back to space. We can pick up some of the things we have copies of and re-improve them. Now, it's dangerous to go for this one because the space car bed's maxed out already. We're not actually using the pressure pod. These things are knowledge locked already. The space junk probably isn't. Because I took it to heart that was junk, you know? They were like, this is garbage and it's worthless. And I'm just taking direct verbatim notes rather than asking questions. There's a piece of unidentified space junk here. Eesh. Yeah, I don't really know what to do. I might
Security guard to empty donation stand.
I might just basically fast forward a little bit until we get to 25, because that's really all it is. We're just waiting for 9 more guests to give enough of a shit about the signs to actually read some of them. Is there anything else I was going to use here for grinding? Well, I guess probably the ghost thruster. Hold on. What is this thing? Okay. I'm not sure what I want to do with it. All right, you know what? I think I am gonna give it a little pause. I'm gonna let this bar climb up a little bit. I'm probably not gonna make too many more major changes. I'll probably try to like finish getting plants from this plant site, but for the most part, I'm just gonna wait for this number to fill up, and when it gets closer to full, I will bring y'all back in. So see you in a second. Okay, welcome back. We're not quite at 25 guests yet, but we are close. It actually accelerated considerably, basically as soon as I stopped recording. But I wanted to pull y'all in a little bit before I got there, because I just realized that there's a node here that I just like didn't look at ever, maybe? I don't know what this is. Somewhere on the other side of the Cumulus Woods, you'll find a door on an upturned tree. Though many have tried, no group has successfully found Upside Town in a lifetime. And it's clearly, it's a pretty late level area. Like, the stat requirements are pretty intense. So I kind of think, you know, as we're coming to the end of this knowledge thing here, I kind of want to get in there. We're gonna have to definitely put the gear back on though, which is probably gonna harm our knowledge and stuff. Also, for some reason, all of my fantasy guys just decided they were all tour guides and analysts, and they stopped cleaning everything, and that's very annoying of them to have done. Anyway, the crown gives int, and the loot, of course, gives luck.
Someone should probably help them.
Listen, people are gonna get stuck places. You can't take responsibility for everybody.
Restoration required on exhibit.
Our friend Tunisia gets the plot armor as always, and then a great big hammer for the mighty Mordred.
The expedition team have returned. Someone's received a net.
The other thing I did was I built a room for our other unique spirit that we pulled. And, okay. I went back to the node that he's from to try to get his grinder, his unique item, and I guess this is what we found instead. Diseases, like anything, change with the times. Before the advent of electricity, the lightheadedness virus found other ways to cause sudden burnout and untimely, irreversible death. It's the only kind that I'm familiar with. So,
A blessing.
the good news is, I think they should just slot right into his room. His little tiny room that we built for him. He doesn't want to be housed with an average quality spirit, but it doesn't matter. There's room for 2 people in here. He wants an antique fireplace, and he hates all kinds of fire. 3 antique bookcases, but hates lights. Well, you know what? We don't have to have a light. You can be all the light that we need. I'm gonna keep this. We're gonna add items to the room. Let's get some more bookcases in here. Why the heck not? Okay. Still no fire though, because Butch Pickles gets his way. Yeah, but you can see we're already at 23 guests. I think we just we hit the threshold. So let's figure this out. Obviously, we need to take Damselina. And then who has the most intelligence? We're gonna need Mordred for the strength. I mean, actually, we're good already on these. And that was all that really mattered. And then, yeah, bring Mordred because fast feet. And Morris can stay back and do, I bring Tunisia because fast feet, and Morris can stay back and do tours. And finish cleaning up all the exhibits. And so there is nothing here really to do except, well, survey scanner, right? Except I don't have a survey scanner. Well, that's embarrassing. How did I run out of survey scanners? Okay, expedition journal, I guess. Can we please get on that?
Fantasy exhibits may or
Okay.
may not exist.
This guy does not like being in the same era as the other dude, and they have exactly opposed tastes to in everything decor, so he does not have his own room yet, and he might not ever. That's my feeling about that. Because fuck him, that's why. I would still kind of like to get this guy's unique item if we can. So David Radish will go and ward off some curses. Yeah, there is a famous possession at stake. And I think this is just gonna overflow, whenever it overflows. We should at this point actually train that dude. Experts, Darwin. Survey skills, I guess? Nobody really has survey skills. it's not impossible that I removed like some critical knowledge over here, but I don't really think that's what's happening. Oh, also, I got the other plant from this node, and we put stuff together, rearranged things a little bit so that the sprinkler was hitting everything. Okay, health inspection was good. Too much litter. We are having a little bit of a problem with that. And of course, the moment I start recording again, all of a sudden it stops. You guys are killing me. Not you guys, the audience. You guys, you tiny guys inside the computer are killing me. Alright, Darwin's stuff is figured out. We're at 24 of 25, so that'll finish by itself any second now. And hopefully we will get cool stuff from our expeditions. I'm actually really curious what is in this this node that has... Well, hold on a second.
Welcome in. We've got breaking news for you this morning, as the missing curator of the 2 Point Museum has been found. Frozen in ice, in the Pointy Mountains, with their job currently occupied. They'll be staying up there to work in the Pointy Mountains, showing that all that ends well is, in fact, well.
The tat won't sell itself.
Oh, that was it. It only showed the bar going halfway around, so I thought for sure there was gonna be more, but I do feel like that's... I mean, I guess that's fine as an ending. It's like, hey, really push your stats the most, but I kind of wish there was like a climactic event on it. I guess I don't know what exactly that would be. So, you found your predecessor. Brilliant. Quite the last hurrah. I think it's only fair you're both able to apply for the position. Nothing wrong with a bit of honest competition. Oh, do I have to battle him now?
Oh, and the expedition team.
Or is this is just the 6th star?
So good news.
We got ourselves a cool Bigfoot statue. Let's just go ahead and put this as like place of pride right by the entrance. Even more pride than that record that lady gave us. Or no, this is just a general theme declaration. The adventurous spirit, captured and yetied. What does that even mean? This gets its own space right up here. I mean, like, we'll crush these things. Just go tourist, repeat campaign, bam. But while all that is happening, no, I will absolutely not sell you my exhibits for $14,000. I do kind of want to finish figuring out this node. Just in case there's anything really cool. Okay, there we go. Pickles is greater, used by the undisputed greatest of all time. Not a lot of buzz or anything on that one. But let's go ahead and put it in his room. It's where he wants it. Does it go anywhere in particular? I mean, I'd like for it to be somewhere where the audience can see it. Here, we can put it right here and you can use it to fight this knight. Bam. Butch Pickles, maximum happiness. We did it. People are going to learn so much about weird ghosts and like a couple of kinds of fish. It's messy. It's a messy museum. I'll say that. Things have gotten a little weird. Okay, what's at this other node? What is the deal with this? A shiny geode. Oh, that's cute. A rare, unrefined rock mined in the Dwarven Peninsula. Gee, I wonder what happens when you dig that one out.
Stop.
Alright, can we quickly just get through the other... I'm just curious what the other items are here. So, Mordred and Tunisia. take one of these survey scanners. There we go. That's a little bit better. Go do the thing.
Pump instead.
Now, obviously, I'm not going to assemble the
Simply
whole
strap
dwarven
yourself in and
geode
start
machine
pumping.
here. That would be way
The
too many
more you pump,
steps.
The more you feel the burn.
But I think what I probably will do is jump back over to our fantasy museum and try to get one of those and put it in the thing there.
6,000. You'll get so warm pumping it up, you won't even have to turn it on.
And we should get our 3 different dream visits like totally trivially, right?
Are in low spirits.
Yeah, gosh, it sure is taking people a long time to clean these exhibits. So I think we've done pretty much everything that we wanted to do on the maps. We saw the what appeared to be the edges of everything. We finally reunited the long lost ghosts. Well, I mean the long lost friends who were alive when they were last united. But we have united them again in some form. And while we certainly didn't see every exhibit, we saw most of them, and we put most of them through their paces, and we got, you know, something out of them, even if that something is not necessarily actually worthwhile, it turns out. So this is sort of our last hurrah, I think. I hope that y'all have enjoyed this game. I had a really great time. I don't want to say I had a blast playing it because it's not really that kind of game, right? It's much more subdued than have a blast. But I have enjoyed my time with it thoroughly. I hope y'all have enjoyed your time with it here as well.
Complete. So,
Show me something cool. Bolt buckle boots. Tie your laces and buckle up. This fantastical footwear is ready to fly with or without a wearer. So obviously it's going to give a move speed bonus.
what's in the box?
Okay, I'm going to put it down. We're going to choose a member of staff to put it on. And then we're going to zoom to them because this seems to be the only way to see the full actual stat function. Okay, increases movement speed, decreases energy, and gives 5 points of stat. So not very impressive. Oh, come on, pick up. Okay, it's behaving super weird because I put it down outside, I guess.
Fantastic value. Isn't that strange?
All right, if we could please see the last thing. Mordred and Tunisia. So I think we should be able to mount the stats in our fantasy museum to be able to grab that thing. Right, we definitely have a couple of the mythical gear pieces, and we have the whole dwarven geode chain already constructed. Yeah, this sprinkler here is doing wonders, by the way. I haven't heard a peep out of any of our plants since it was built. I probably underused the bungle science devices. There's definitely a lot of there's definitely a lot of compelling uses and robot janitors and stuff. You don't pay robot janitors, right? I don't think they require a salary. That could have been helpful on some of those museums where we were having trouble starting out. If we were going to add very much more to this museum, obviously we'd have to buy another plot. And then like maybe
That we are monitoring the exhibits. You just
I don't
happen to
even
be
know
on
what.
camera.
Probably it would be up here, and we would like author the path a little bit more. I don't know. I'm glad that this was the time when we kind of completed it, because I don't
Announcement.
think there's just room for much more in here.
Thieves. No one takes our stuff.
Well, Our janitor trained in fire extinguishers is ready and waiting, ready and eager to do the job finally. All right, Kimmy Curves, extinguishing fires. Here's the deal. I'm gonna grab you, and you're gonna get on there right away.
There's no smoke without fire.
A little teleportation certainly helps. The ironic throne. Sitting in an upside-down chair is much easier said than done. It's like they're trying to make a point or something. Yeah, I guess thieves would probably not want to steal this. That's very charming. I like that a bunch. Alright, but send to inventory. So, like I said, I think we're good. I think we have... Yeah, we have fully 5-starred the museum. We are in the epilogue. So... let's just go ahead and bounce out of here. You've been promoted to Curator Class 10. Hooray! And what, it was the Bungle Museum was where we did our fantasy stuff for the most part, right? This is, sorry, that's not even that. This one. Yeah. I do want to see what happens to the big stone D20. So, what do our fantasy characters... Hold on, both of my helicopters are gone. What's up with that? Okay, here we go. Alright, how close are we to being able to hit these points? Our people are certainly lower level. I have 2 different rogues who have extremely similar amounts of agility. And we don't have an intelligence potion. Okay. Well, a couple of things. First of all, are we equipped with what gear we can be equipped with? It looks like I've got stuff on. Is it the wizard hat and the hammer? It is. So we probably do need to actually make a potion, because we've already got our wizard as buffed as the wizard is getting. Fortunately, it shouldn't be a big deal to just throw together an intelligence potion. Or maybe 3 intelligence potions. Boy, it takes 50 days to brew one of these? Criminy. Gosh, look at the goals back here. Get science enthusiast guests to 84 knowledge. Gee, how would you ever manage 84 entire knowledge? Oh, I can probably fix this now. The partition wall did not get deleted when the room was built. Beautiful. Where's our marketing room? We want science enthusiasts. Alright, let's do what we can for you. Pay satisfaction is part of it. Sadly, he's been working with a bad egg, and also, you know, every one of his human needs is unmet. Because there are only 2 staff rooms, and they're not really in the right places. Oh god, and everything is on fire. I seem to remember that being a problem in this one. It does suck that the sprinkler machine can catch fire. It's not really where you want that to happen.
Expert needed to restore exhibit. Thank you.
Okay. Remarkably chill about the whole enterprise. Alright, potion is under construction. Yeah, we started our cavalry thing. We started our Helven half tapestry. We started being bothered by the boggy men. All of a sudden, everything's getting dirty so fast.
Educational merits are being inspected.
Trying to keep an eye on the stuff close to the toilets, especially. I thought I saw somebody do a little spin transform, but maybe not. $50 is quite some time for one potion, though, huh? Get him. Either the eye mask is serving as great defense, or
Stolen exhibit has been retrieved.
or it's not quite tight enough and it's just trapping that stuff in there against his eyes. This is why it's important to get well-fitted masks and goggles. Safety first can very quickly become safety last, or negative safety in total, if you don't actually think it through. Where the hell is my digital expert? All this stuff is filthy.
Announcement. An exhibit needs restoring. Typical.
Could you please just, rubber controller at them until they are in working order again. Okay. Let's go get our thing. Noggin and Victoria Trifinger. Wait. This puts us on only 43. Oh, that's right. That was right. We didn't have the. That's why I had to go build the potion. What am I thinking? Yeah, we'd love to see the shiny geode at the highest rarity possible. Somebody's going to take an injury. That's not ideal, but it does seem fairly unavoidable.
Team are leaving now. Please say goodbye and good riddance.
I'm going to go ahead and commit another intelligence potion just in case they need it because they don't get stuff done. But we probably don't have another potion master, right? Oh no, I left our potion master behind. In fact, so if this ends up giving us the wrong piece of loot, we can theoretically at least go try it again. Although it doesn't look like our potion master is actually just taking a break. You know, people are entitled to breaks. They gotta recharge their various kinds of batteries.
Ricky Hawthorne on
Alright, he's on.
Point Radio.
And it'll only take them a little bit longer than the duration of the trip to finish it.
Face of your ears. Today, I'm Ricky Hawthorne, just like I was yesterday and all the days before. Join us for more shockingly consistent radio. After, alright,
Heck.
music. Nice one.
Okay, at least it wasn't
One of our exhibits.
at least it wasn't part of the geode chain. That would have been problematic. EMD Extreme. I actually really do like the way we set this up with the unprocessed geodes and then like the power setup for the machine and then all the cool processed stones on the other side. This looks really neat. Basically just breaking my arm, patting myself on the back. Great job, me.
Requires restoration. It really is a sham.
What a wonderful sense of aesthetics you have, my own self. Okay, hey, lucky us. And pristine and everything.
Pulse.
Alright, geode the hell out of that device. Ooh, I mean, that actually is looking That is looking pretty cool. So, the Fates 020. What does this thing do? Oh, that's neat. How long does it... Okay. Every time you roll it, it decreases the grubbiness. 10, nothing is happening. Increases strength and happiness of fantasy experts. Roll the dice to decide your fate. I mean, y'all know, I mean, I would like to see a 20. Obviously, we'd like to see a 20. Ah, God, the sprinkler pump's on fire. Why are these things so flammable? Why are these ones in particular so flammable? Alright, anyway, I was trying to roll a 20. It's a very normal, natural, grown-up thing to do.
Not again.
Increased buzz for this thing right here. That seems alright. So are all of the below 10s actually, yeah, a little detrimental?
Please excuse the exhibit.
That seems like a very specific effect.
I'm pretending it's not there.
Decreases our grubbiness. Or decreases the rate at which we acquire grubbiness, you know what I mean. Seen those 18s a couple of times.
Attention.
Okay, 19's pretty strong. You can see it literally just sucked the money out of that guy's bank account right through his phone. Personal area networking indeed. No, don't look at it. We should just draw an extra 0 on the 2 side. Stop this from happening. Wow, okay. Perhaps I'm being punished for re-rolling too often. That is such a good ID photo for your job. It really lets everyone know where you're at. Is it a good idea to ask this person something? I don't know. Look at their ID photo.
Attention. Donation stands are full of money and unable to hold more.
Oh, that's cool. It cleans up the, or it keeps clean the other events around it. Yeah, this thing has a variety of useful effects. I'm so damn curious. And it does feel at this point like I'm being teased.
Museum should wait for help indefinitely.
The Fates 020 can grant teeny kettle wishes. Oh, that's... Huh.
Restoration required on exhibit.
I don't exactly know what that means. I don't remember exactly what the effect that is left on people by the teeny kettle says. But that's a very interesting interaction. This is how the series ends. Me just mashing roll dice over and over again. And us watching the random generator go off. It is commanding all of our attention. It is the most powerful computer in the room. And everybody knows it. Assistant needed in the cafeteria? No. I'm rolling dice. Here we go. Charms guests to increase buzz and movement speed. Charmed guests spread increased happiness. Okay, that's not too bad. And I got an achievement. And I got to see that thing about the teeny kettle.
Museum
Which
security
is
are watching for your safety.
curious. What is the wording on the effect that the teeny kettle leaves on people? I'm not going to try to combine these things and actually make this happen. I'm just so curious what grants teeny kettle wishes could possibly mean. Because there are a lot of things it could mean that would probably make that better than 20.
Plants will be handed over for mulching.
Okay, the teeny kettle is over here in the new order.
Sir Nigel Bickleworth on 2 Point Radio. This is 2-Point Radio, and
Oh,
I'm
the
your
professor
host,
all of a sudden
Sir
has to pee.
Nigel
Too badly to
Bickleworth.
pay
Hold the
attention to the
applause.
thing.
We haven't the time. Today's show is
And here's
positively
my
spilling
experts
over
walking
with
around and
charm,
finally cleaning things up, which I
whimsy,
appreciate.
and all around
Actually, I'm gonna
goodness. Here's a
steal
sample
everybody's
number to
equipment
cleanse
back.
the palate and focus the mind. Enjoy.
Okay, I guess everything's back. It felt like I missed. I don't know.
Announcement. An exhibit needs restoring. Typical.
I need somebody who actually has the effect on them. Somebody who hung out close enough to the thing to see the genie come out. And unfortunately, it doesn't look like any of these people did that. They got close and then kind of got waylaid by a tour starting or an info stand or something. It doesn't seem like a lot of people are interacting with it, though. Everybody's getting kind of hung up on the other stuff. These people are on the tour.
Vandals. Caught vandalizing. We stopped them. Obviously.
Yeah, it's remarkable how little attention it is receiving. Okay, it is a part of the tour. Here we go.
The museum is on fire.
Damn sprinkler pumps. Why? Why is it always got to be this way? Why can't anything ever be easy? Alright, I think Kimmy was already on the way here, but now you're on the way here even faster. The giant. Okay, here we go. Does the genie come out on the tour? Oh, wait, maybe the kid's gonna nudge it? Damn it, make it grant you a wish. I can't force them to interact with it, unfortunately. Yeah, he's not given any kind of wish based trait or quality there. Oh, do we have a winner?
It's cheap, and that's because it is.
Wish granted. Just granted a wish by a teeny kettle. What is that? What does that mean? It's just a thumbs up. Is that a happiness? Okay, the thumbs up in the green circle is a happiness treasured memory. So maybe that's all it means, is it would just grant that effect to them. I think so. I know it's not like the wish instilled a need and then the thing that grants the wish would complete it, which is kind of how I was thinking about it. But rather, it's just duplicating a positive effect. Ah, well, the simplest thing it could have been, you know? I suppose with that, we are done with 2-Point Museum, not just for today, not just for this museum, but indeed for this campaign. It's not impossible. We'll come back to it down the line if they do some like really major work or a bunch of extra DLCs come out. But I think we certainly get the idea for this run. I have had a wonderful time. I hope y'all have enjoyed this, digging into this like weird little game, or weird not that little game with me. When you come back next time, of course, there's going to be some cool new stuff. So come back for that, and we'll see you then.